same time that House of X and Powers of 10 came out, Donny Cates started writing the Absolute Carnage stuff, which I was
Mm-hmm.
very critical of because it was a story arc that basically set up another story arc.
So we went to that
But
midnight opening.
right, yeah, exactly. But he's continued to write Venom along with Thor, which has been awesome. But here we are, Donny Cates, now that's a graceful end to something because of course, as much as I was like annoyed by the Absolute Carnage stuff, his King of Black stuff actually seems to be pretty cool.
You want to talk about long game? That was the fucking long game. That literally took almost 2 years.
But we got a cohesive storyline and it paid off, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, spoiler alerts, guys, but the end to King in Black where the god of symbiotes comes to Earth and is basically going to take it over.
No, for those who haven't heard us bitch about him.
Right. No, the King in Black. Well, I did not follow that story. So, Al, you followed the story, but let me just tell you how it concludes because I want to get your impression of how it concluded. So, Venom's the hero here in this King of Black. And so
he kind of was too in Absolute Carnage. Like he's trying to atone for his sins because of his son Dylan.
Right. Who has a piece of the Null, the symbiote god in him.
Because he was born from a father that had a symbiote at that time.
Right, exactly. So this whole comic concludes with Venom beating the brakes off of Null.
The shit he pulled?
Yeah. Now, this is why, though, because straight Venom versus straight Null, Null's going to kill him.
He did.
And you may
kill
have,
him.
He exactly. He
did.
Literally,
Eddie was dead at one point.
Yeah. And Al, you can fill me in on exactly how this happened, because I truly don't know how, but hear me out here, guys. So Venom, with the Captain Universe powers, with an axe that is made of Silver Surfer's board and Thor's hammer, annihilates Null. Annihilates him. And even pulls the darkness out of his son.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
How
it was
did
pretty
Venom
fucking
become God, basically, for a little bit?
It is temporary, but what happened was when Eddie was killed, because since Null controls the hive, anything symbiote other than Ghost Spider, he can just control. And the reason he can't control Ghost Spider's symbiote is because it's from an alternate reality. But he basically strips Venom and drops Eddie off a building and just kills him. Like, it's just fucking insane. So Eddie's laying there, like, life support, dying. The Avengers, Tony, like, nobody can save him. Also, real quick side note, when Tony fucking turns, like, half symbiote suit, it's fucking awesome, by the way. Like, he has, like, the symbiote veins going through his suit. Because what is he uses the extremist technology to bond with the symbiote, which is fucking awesome. And then what happens is they dubbed it, the power of light, the god of light,
right?
Because Null's the god of darkness,
right?
Comes and basically chooses Eddie as their savior. Because if they don't have a savior, they're fucking dead. Like, even Silver Surfer was barely holding his own against Null. And then so he revives Eddie, and then he goes, choose whatever form you want. And Eddie's like, I think that's already well known. So he comes like at some fucking brute-powered Venom with like a glowing insignia. And with that power, he just goes, Mjolnir, come here. And Thor's like, what the fuck? Why? What? And then pulls Silver Surfer's sword because I guess he can like change his...
Right.
And then he just goes, stand back, guys, I got this. And he fucking merges it into this giant fucking overpowered axe.
Yeah.
And he just, like, what is it? The, not the Immortals. What are the big fucking...
Celestials?
Slices one of their heads off, like, with a flick of his wrist. And then just beats the shit out of Null, and it's insane. And then that scene, they basically flipped and recreated the scene that when Null killed Eddie. He just has him, and he's like, "You can't beat me!" So he just shoves it through his chest, and I guess the power of those two combined just kills the symbiote. So it basically completely destroys the bond with the Hive, and then he just fucking drops him, then flies down and throws his ass into the fucking sun.
Yeah.
And he's gone. And then the light god powers leaves him, but as it leaves him, it leaves his body completely reformed, and it connects him to the Hive when Venom comes back. So now he's the King in Black.
Yeah.
And then that's what he basically goes in and fucking rips out Dylan's darkness. He's like, "That's one promise I'm keeping for you." So it was just, that the whole scene, like that issue was fucking nuts.
Yep. Yep. And just in stark contrast with the
I have to say this.
fragmented story we got from Hickman.
As much shit as, and I'm right there, you know how much shit I gave Absolute Carnage because there was no fucking end. Reading that, going through the Venom, reading this, I am absolutely excited for the rumors that Cates is taking over Spider-Man run this summer. That I think is going to be fucking awesome with what he's done. I haven't read the Thor. You said it's been absolutely great. Like, I want to see what else this dude can do.
Oh yeah, no, I've begged him to take over the X-Men on Twitter. I've had to eat a lot of crow here in the past couple of weeks. First about the Snyder Cut, and now about my criticisms of Donny Cates, which I ate crow about that a lot. I've recognized that I started with the wrong story there. I should, but the stuff he's doing is just awesome. He's definitely, writer of the year candidate if that is a sort of thing. But yeah. So Venom with a major story arc and power upgrade, which he is one of my favorite non-X-Men characters because I am actually not a Spider-Man fan. That's why I like Venom, because I like, it's like, oh, his stupid spider sense don't work with Venom. That's cool. And he wears black, which is always looks cool. So, all right, cool. Well, there you go. Crazy stuff. So I wanted to hear, like I said, I knew what went down because I heard how crazy it was, and I wanted to see what happened. I like how cool Venom looks because since he's Captain Universe, all the black parts of his suits now have like stars in them, which was cool. Omega Level Nerd D Square here. I hope you enjoyed this little excerpt from our show, the Omega Level Nerds podcast. I really do appreciate you checking us out. If you like what you watched today, then please check us out. There is the link to the whole entire show, over an hour's worth of some nerdy goodness for you. So definitely hope you check it out. Well, thank you very much. As always, peace and love. We'll talk to you again soon.